Welcome to Comics and Chaos, the early show.
Welcome to the dark side.
It's early, dude. That doesn't happen. I remember you're
What's
just like,
up?
you want to go early? I'm like, oh my God, that would be like the weirdest shit we have ever done on our show.
What's up? Hey, you know what? Get on early, get off late. That's the drill, right?
Yeah. There's so many more jokes I can take that with, but I'm really trying not to right now.
Let's
You
not
like
get
watched me
canceled in the
hold back.
first 20 seconds, okay?
You watched me hold back on that one. You were just like, I left it for you, Phil. Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna get in early, stay late? Yeah. All right. Oh, on that note,
A lot of stuff to talk about.
yeah, we do. So let's get it started.
Let's go. Thinking just now, we need to add some footage from our sales in that preview video right there.
Yeah. I'll talk to Pash.
Hey,
We'll
Pash.
we'll get our boy back.
All right.
We left him alone too long anyways to be
Mighty Mike, Blue Lantern, what's up, guys? How are you? Welcome in. Appreciate you.
Greetings and salutations, good friends. We love seeing you. Oh man.
It's a Monday.
It is, and we're on time. We're early. We actually played the intro even 5 minutes before the show started, so it is it's a night that's banging on all cylinders. And I'm going to start off with a piece of news that Theo, you may or may not know. Okay,
what you got?
But this is a thing to celebrate, and it kind of goes with the theme of what our episode is going to be about, right? Because we're going to be doing a comparison of sequels, like what's our top
that's right,
10, 5,
yeah.
right? But this is a pretty big sequel. At least it is to me, and I know it is to you. But Constantine 2, the script is done.
Oh, really?
The script is done. Yes.
That's official?
Yes. Francis Lawrence and Keanu Reeves are coming back together again to make Constantine 2. The script is done. It's
that's giving me a flashback to this terrific con where he refused to sign my friend's first appearance of John Constantine. Keanu.
Oh well, that doesn't. I'm not aware of that. Oh, look at this guy. Hey,
Hey, how are you, sir? How are you? Welcome in.
Good to see you. But this is
that's news, cool though. Honestly. That's cool. When do you know when that's coming out?
To me than another John Wick movie. I mean,
do you know when that's coming out?
Huh?
Do you know when that's coming out?
They haven't even started filming yet and casting. Right?
Got it.
It's the script is approved. It's going to happen now that we've got the director Keanu. They're definitely back. Everybody's on board. It's going to be rated RAF. That was quoted. Not the AF, but it's going to be it's going to be a hard R as far.
No, they put the AF in there. You just don't know it.
Yeah, maybe they did. But cancel Perry. But yeah,
Perry Comics. What's up?
Poor Perry. He's just like, I'm here, man. Just let me live.
That's the thing, right? Yeah.
We're not canceling the few people that show up here, okay? Circumstance. Let's give.
Yeah, you guys are here. You're not allowed to get canceled yet.
All right. We let you guys say that for your shows, okay? Circumstances is a gatekeeper.
You know what he is, but we love him. That's fine.
But we love him. But
he gives us a backstage pass for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah,
we've invited him enough times. He just needs to know. But yeah, it's been that's probably the best news I've had today. Honestly, I mean, there's been a lot of cool things.
Yeah, that's good news. That's good news.
But yeah, I am truly more excited about that than I am another. And I do like the John Wick movies, but I think this is more overdue in my mind of a Keanu Reeves movie than anything else.
Oh, I'd rather have him do that than another Matrix, which is confirmed. Stop it.
So I guess not everything Keanu does can be perfect. But
Hey, I never said those words, bro.
yeah, well, nobody said you did. I'm just saying,
but man, dude, talk about not letting it just die down, you know?
yeah. So I've also heard too through the grapevine, streamer Valkyrie is in the Minecraft movie, and she said Jason Momoa was being a super red hot asshole on set. He was yelling at everybody, he was being a dick, and basically she made it pretty much seem like, you know, it was the first time I've heard about that on set. But at the same time too, I mean, if I were that big in the game, might my head be a little big in different parts and places too. In a work environment, you're in
They're
charge.
trying to get him canceled or something?
I don't know. Or in my mind, it's just a streamer that needs attention, right? So I mean, if she's going to go after somebody, it's kind of like, you know, she's trying to start a film career. She's got this little bit part in Minecraft, and she's calling out Jason Momoa. I mean, who freaking cares, you know, personally? But I thought it was interesting if it is true. You know, we've heard the rants and ravings of hey, yeah, there we go, Legion of Paper. Valkyrie doesn't need attention. We've heard the rants and ravings of Christian Bale on different sets, and hearing about that side of things. We've heard forwards and backwards about how much of a jerk Wesley Snipes can be. I mean, it's just kind of I can't say that it would be surprising
Hey,
anyway.
these people like a warm cup of coffee. What's wrong with that?
You know, just saying. Just saying. What else?
Very interesting.
Rumor has it the new X-Men movie is lined up, getting its things in place, but there will not be in this X-Men movie a Wolverine. There will be no Wolverine in this first X movie. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have a problem with that, right? I mean, the X-Men didn't classically start out with Wolverine in there, right? You know, it became
I mean
GSX.
If they start off with like an old school team, you know, like they did First Class, you know, I can understand why you wouldn't have a Wolverine, but if you got like Colossus and Storm and all that going on and you don't, you're just throwing money out the window. You're an idiot. That's just stupid.
Don't disagree.
That's just stupid, bro. Think about it. I think it's proven too. All the movies that have Wolverine in it, compared to those that don't, it is night and day.
But
like it is.
Listen.
Thing with the comic books. You're trying to trigger me now, sir.
No, but they didn't say that Wolverine's not going to exist. They just say Wolverine's not going to be in the X-Men movie.
Cute.
Because he has been confirmed beyond Secret Wars.
I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah. So Hugh Jackman's confirmed beyond Secret Wars, but it is not in the X-Men movie. How do you guys feel about that? How does anyone else feel about that besides Theo, who's obviously upset?
Won't be a null in Sony.
Well, I'm waiting to put that up. We haven't made it to the null news yet, Theo. Stop reading ahead. But at the same time too, though, right? I mean, supposedly they want to save him to do a Tobey Maguire like crossover movie, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Tobey Maguire, you know, the old school guys kind of coming in and going at it, like an old man Logan and old Peter Parker kind of thing, you know. Could be fun. I don't know. I enjoy both those guys. It'd be an interesting duo. I'm still waiting for Taylor Swift. That's going to be a long wait, mofo. It's going to be a really long wait. Cali Comics, good to see you. All right.
Cali, I'm with you, bro. Pass me one of those buckets.
So what have you got? I've got more stuff, but what have you got?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you. What news? What's been new? Tell me.
Oh, well, not much. I actually just I was at a wedding this past weekend.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody by the name of Man Behind the Red Hood. You guys may or may not know him, but great guy, dealer. I think he goes to almost every single Comic-Con in existence every year. Usually has the best setup. I mean, hey, Usually, if you're looking for something, that guy's got it. But shout out to him and his lovely wife. But yeah, they had a lovely wedding. He dressed up as the Joker. She dressed up as Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
They passed out little Legos, which you would appreciate. Little Joker and Harley Quinn
I
Legos.
saw that. I was kind of jealous, actually. That was a
Yeah,
really great
I got to make a
idea.
post about those. Yeah, this is sweet.
But he didn't just
Um,
dress up like the Joker. That's the actual
no, he wore
jacket
the
of
actual
the
jacket
Joker.
that Jack Nicholson wore in
Yeah.
Batman One. Yeah.
Yes.
Needless to say, that man never had a drink in his hand, and I know why.
Yeah. Yeah. And just
No,
considering,
nobody came around that man with any liquids. Okay.
but I've met Rob, just twice, just in passing. But he's stature wise even a little bit taller than me, right? And he is by
He's a
any way,
gigantic
shape, or
man.
form. Huh?
He's a gigantic man, that's for sure.
He's a
Yeah.
big guy. He's definitely bigger than Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholas, excuse me. So it's Jack Nicholson. God, I'm having one of those days where you keep on messing up Nicholas and Nicholson.
It is Jack Nicholson.
It is. So I was just like, wait, no, it's not. Wait, huh? But at any rate, he's a much bigger guy than Jack too. So he definitely, I mean, just shoulder wise, he definitely had to work hard to make sure he was hitting all the parts and places in that purple suit, my friend. And he did.
Yeah.
He looked like he pulled it off well.
Yeah,
I saw
no,
the
he did a great
pictures.
job. They did the iconic Joker dance that he did with the
Harley.
reporter in the Batman movie. Yeah.
Vicky Vale.
Yeah, but she was Harley Quinn instead of Vicky Vale, so it was cool. It was cool.
That is cool, dude. Oh, hold on a second. Got a cat.
I know you're good. Yeah, a lot of good times, good people, good food. I mean, did we hear the Heath Ledger? Oh, really? I didn't know he bought that one too. No. Kamikaze, how are you, sir? How are you, sir?
Yeah, I never heard about that one either. That's why I was kind of surprised about that, honestly.
No, I did not hear about that, and I did not see that.
It's pretty tight.
That's pretty awesome, though.
It's pretty tight.
Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if he did.
So, what are your thoughts about Null being in the Venom 3?
I mean, I think it's cool. Null's getting some screen time. However, he's getting the Sony death touch. I mean, that's a rip. Have you guys seen the meme where the Grim Reaper is walking by all the different doors that are dead? It's like you look at all the different movies that are on there. You're like, wow, it's like Morbius, Madam Web.
Let There Be Carnage.
Let There Be Carnage. Perhaps Venom #1, right? I mean, it's just it's pretty unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie.
And the thing is,
it's a thing. It's called the Sony death touch. Like,
it is, and Sony has the deal though too that if they use a character, Marvel cannot use the character without leasing it, right? So they could have called.
That's probably why
they didn't fit anywhere. Yeah. But by Sony grabbing Null, now they have the opportunity to know that if Marvel wants to use them in any way, shape, or form, they have to now wait a period of time and pay. Because it's
pretty messed up, dude.
Yeah, they're just blocking Marvel. Exactly, Mighty Mike. It's all a block. Because there's been some people too, like, but he's going to show up in the MCU. He's going to show up in the MCU now, and like, well, maybe he'll show up like in Battle World for some reason, but they're not going to make him a major character point, and because then Marvel's got to split 2 paychecks out to Sony to have Spider-Man and Norman in there as Null. No, I just don't see that. I think everybody.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
I think everybody just wants to. Yeah, I think everybody just wants to be hopeful, but we were hopeful too when they cast the man of American Psycho to play Cletus Cassidy as Carnage, and that was just absolute crap show, 100%. Yeah, so yeah, and not impressed.
They disrespected Carnage. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh? Oh yeah, and that's why I'm not. Since so few people know about Null, I'm wondering if they're just going to try something new and crazy and just start to do some rewrites with the character that they want to. But I don't know. We'll see. It's
make a good point. The average moviegoer, heck, probably even comic book fan, unless they've been in this for the past few years. Yeah, they probably wouldn't even really care who Null is. I mean,
No, Null's only about 6 years old.
he only had like a pretty short stint in it was pretty big when he came, but I feel like it wasn't too long lived. We haven't heard too much about him since.
No, and Circumstances nailed it. Yeah, the value of the first Carnage appearance tells you how much you need to know about the whole books.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I still like that. I still like that variant though of oh god, what's it called? The one it's the first cover appearance and all, but he's sitting on the throne, you know, first appearance.
Oh yeah.
I still like that book.
Yeah, very. It's honestly, it's a good story. It is a good story. I did enjoy The King in Black. I really did. It's
Why is Doc Connors there though?
Yeah. I don't know about, but no, it's 100%. It's 100% a concern. It's a concern of mine. I'm not loving it, but I'm not gonna like completely bash it, but I'm not necessarily going to get excited about it either. Honestly, the Craven movie looks more action-packed interesting to me than that movie. I'll be honest.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that Craven movie, dude.
It doesn't even look like it's about Craven. I'll be totally honest. It just looks like it's about a dude that gets some animal powers. He looks more like a male vixen than he does right? Like, am I wrong? I mean, somebody in here from the DC tell me the side of things where I'm being a jerk, but it seems like he is the good guy. Anyways, so it just, to me, I'm over the entire Sony situation with trying to make everybody a good guy. It's gonna, Craven's gonna be working for PETA. I can't take it. I can't take it. Not everybody deserves to be a Tom Hiddleston Loki. Okay. It did work for Tom Hiddleston. All right. Why? Number one, Tom's a tremendous actor. But number two, he was given like 5 different movies to be in for people to start to like him before he got a series. Am I right? You know, he was in all the Thors. He was in the Avengers. He was in the other event. The dude, he was killed in his like 7th movie appearance before he got his series. Nobody wants this with Craven or Morbius or Madam Web. Like, really?
I would take it with the Sinister Six, though. Sure.
I don't care about the Sinister Six without Spider-Man.
Well, they better have Spider-Man, you know.
But this is just it, right?
Otherwise, what's the point of the Sinister Six? That's why I like the Sinister Six, because that literally revolves around Spider-Man, you know.
I'll tell you what I am interested in about as far as a universe goes. It has been found out, announced, whatever. I guess we're going to find out more. But Sony is not going to follow the formula of Marvel with its movies and its release structuring. It's going to follow more of the Star Wars model, where it's happening in different timelines.
Well, we saw how well that just worked out.
Big time jumps. Well, I'm talking about, though, like, there'll be some in the past.
Oh, gosh.
Some in the present. Maybe some in the future. We don't know. But this is James Gunn's building this universe to be happening over longer periods and stretches of time, which honestly, like with things like the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and the Clone Wars and things of that nature, I do enjoy the gaps. I do like the fact that you can look for something to be different with the characters over time, as opposed to just trying to keep up with them every single day. And letting the timelines and the events that are happening in them not be necessarily as integral to the movie as it is in the MCU, because everything in the MCU has an effect. Every single thing does. Because of that, we've got so much homework to do to watch and get the Secret Wars. I feel like it's going to be better. I feel like that'll be better. Bum, 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 bum.
Peter kissing his clone? Oh, okay. Yeah. Where are we going with this one?
I have no idea. Mike, you're going to have to explain yourself.
Or better yet, don't.
Or better yet, do not, please. Please keep this to yourself.
Oh, jeez.
Borderlands
I want to
last
talk
week.
about. I want to talk about this CBCS.
Okay, well, tell me about it. I don't know about it.
So I'm looking at what looks like a header from Swaggle House. Shout out to Swaggle House. So it looks like he did a video about this, but it looks like CBCS is filing a lawsuit against the PSA head grader and some other graders that work at PSA for leaving and disclosing, I guess it's confidential information with regards to subgrades.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't CBCS owned by Beckett?
I don't know who owns CBCS. I have no idea.
Chad, help me out. Chad, help me out here. Doesn't Beckett isn't Beckett the owner of CBCS? On an NDA, that's what I thought. On an NDA breach, I think Phil, you were telling me before this, was it Comic Book Investments was making a video about this?
Yes.
Because his dad is the head grader.
Yes.
At
Comic Book
PSA.
Investments is.
His dad's the head grader.
It's gone up 300 views since we started this episode, Theo. It's gone up 300 views. No,
So
500.
the one thing I do want to say, I do like this from CBCS. They made the banana thing about CGC. Now they're going after PSA for the. I'm waiting for them to tell me how I should be using their product now. That's the only thing I'm really waiting for from them. That everyone said PSA would kind of just take over, and CBCS would be no longer number 2. I gotta give CBCS some credit right now because they have definitely taken advantage of the PR opportunity, and now legally they're just putting their foot down. More so, I can't even say it down, but yeah, they're putting it down.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I gotta give them a little bit of respect for now. I still won't use them because I know they suck, but I like what they're doing. Do
they suck, or do they just not get you as much money when you slab it and you sell it?
Both.
Because you're a seller. You're not.
No. Both.
You're not the same.
Both. Their customer service is horrible. Everybody in the chat will attest to that. They have literally lost $90,000 to $100,000 worth of submissions for one person, and that's all that we know of. I am good on that stuff. I know CGC will fix a bend or a crack slab or something, but when you're dealing with lost stuff and customer service that you can't communicate with, I'm good on that. Forget about the fact appearance is everything to me, guys. So I'm giving you thousands of dollars at a Comic-Con. One table looks like the Ritz, and another table looks like Susie's lemonade stand. Okay, it's like, stop it. It's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing, CBCS. Invest in
I don't
yourself
slab, so I don't know. I'm
just saying.
These are questions.
I'm just saying. But anyways.
These are questions.
Beyond Wednesday.
Yeah, props, and all of a sudden, no, fuck those guys. I gotta say, I respect the hell out of these guys lately, but fuck them. What's up, Beyond Wednesdays? Always good to see you, brother. No, I get it.
Hey, you asked.
All right. So CBCS is the Wendy's of marketing right now.
You can't call them. They don't have a phone line. See, I'm telling you guys, they kind of suck at that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
For all CGC's mess ups, they have never once not taken care of it for me.
So, what are your thoughts about PSA coming in then?
I'm all for it, but dang, their case looks ugly as hell. I think it's you.
Their cards.
They look like I don't like that. I don't know. It looks like a big card case.
But I mean, as far as things go, who are you going to have grade your cards to make you any money? If you're going to get a Pokemon,
for cards, PSA. Same thing with like video games. I would still go with WATA or
okay. But if WATA started grading cards and comics, you would understand that there's definitely leaders in each.
No, yeah. I mean, it's like CGC doing the cards. I mean, everybody knows. Yeah, they'll do the cards. They might do it faster, but you're not going to get the same amount of money as you would if you graded a PSA card.
Yeah, I think I would rather have.
I mean, I think the demand will be
Marvel
there.
Masterpiece comics, right?
And I think it might be better for people that don't sell, or somebody that just wants a quick book submitted for their collection or something. They don't care what the value is. They don't care what the label looks like. They just want a quick, trusted. Okay, this is backed by a good company. Yeah, I think that's a great option. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm just
What's
hoping
happening?
they give CB, CGC a run for their money. Because there needs to be somebody bigger in the game,
I just still don't think they're gonna do it.
even with all the damage that they've been causing lately.
Even with all the damage, I mean, they're not gonna be perfect. As soon as they get an influx of books, they're gonna mess it up. Something's gonna happen. Labels, cracks, whatever it is, you name it. I mean, God bless them if they're 100% flawless out the gate. But we saw what happened with CBCS the minute CGC shut down for a little bit during COVID. It was like, you know what, fine, here. You guys want to mess with another company? See how they handle it. They literally drowned within like 48 hours and shut the doors.
But do you think
I'm
PSA doesn't know how
telling
to
you
do that kind of
guys,
work?
as many mistakes as CGC makes, you have to literally measure it against the amount of submissions that they get. And I believe that's still under like a -1% like faulty rate. It's kind of
But do
disgusting.
you think PSA though has the same kinds of backing issues as what CBCS would have
I
had?
mean, I don't know because they don't grade comics. So we're gonna find out what their case does, how it handles in shipping and time and everything else, right? I mean, we're gonna find out.
Starting the business up, and it looks like they
But
made a
it's
few
like,
hires that are
but it's like
causing
not
some
not a
issues.
lot of people are gonna be willing to be that guinea pig
Hmm.
or to crack an existing slab just to go and do it for what? Like,
Well, I mean,
I don't
like
know.
Comic Ozzy will try. I think I'd probably try too, just
Yeah, I
not
mean,
just
I'll
to
try
get
it out for
business
a few to see
elsewhere.
the process. I've submitted to CBCS. I think no, I've never submitted to PGX. Can't go that low. Yeah, no. But I've definitely submitted.
The man has standards, people. He has standards.
I do have a limit. But all cards I've only ever submitted to PSA except for some Pokemon that I did with CGC. Um,
Yeah, I believe in that too. Vin. I believe in raw, and I feel like too people are having a harder time selling slabs. It's not as easy to sell a slab as it is to sell a raw comic. So it's a rough market right now. I don't know if slabbing is the necessarily the best time to start spinning up new businesses of it. Is this
you have to slab the right book and it has to be the right grade.
but that's just it though, right? And it's not just that, but it's also apparently the right vendor to doing it. And is this the best time to really kind of get into the slabbing game? Probably not. Just saying. Um,
Yeah, I would say yeah. If you guys
I
are
mean, are you
nervous, or
submitting as many books as you used to? You
probably
know,
more, probably more.
really, you're submitting more books now in a down market than what you did before.
Yeah, and I'm not really having a problem selling them. I'm also not selling a lot of them at the moment because they're pretty tough to get 9.8 type books.
Uh-huh.
So when I am ready, I have no doubt that they'll move when I want them to.
See, everybody I'm
Like I
talking
said,
to has stopped buying slabs.
it's all about what you submit.
Okay. Well, difference of opinions on that one. I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot less people actually getting moved. I look at Elite and
Hey, like I said,
they're
that's
selling
other
so many
people.
fewer ones.
That's other people. It's I don't know how other people sell,
Yeah.
but as
Hmm.
far as me, I mean, I think I have like two slabs maybe that haven't sold out
Wow.
of like the 50 I've listed in the past 30 days.
Jeez Louise. Planet Comics number
I mean,
one.
I
Do
think
it.
that's
Do
yeah.
it,
See,
Legion.
yeah, there's a 9.8 of that showing too, right? And when I'm ready, I'll list it, and I have no doubt that thing will sell because one, I have a different margin than a lot of people when I buy collections, right? So ROI is the thing when you're selling
Yes.
comic books. Two, you got to have multiple outlets when you're a seller. You can't put all your eggs in one basket either, right? So a lot of back end deals are occurring every single day nobody knows about.
Just selling on eBay mostly too and things like that.
Yeah, eBay Live. I was stressing Facebook Marketplace. Remember,
Hmm.
I'm constantly meeting with people and selling back issues, cheap back issues. They're paying cash, meeting me in a police parking lot, like no questions. I don't need bags and boards. They don't care about condition. They just want a bulk load of some freaking books.
Really.
Yeah,
But raw. Not like not
raw.
slabs. Yeah.
No,
I'm
raw.
talking about slabbing
And if it's
specifically.
slabs and you were to do a bulk deal, it would probably be like cheaper moderns that honestly you lost your ass on.
My thing is a lot of these books that are were getting slabbed, especially were moderns, and most of them are worth less than what it costs to slab it.
Yeah, and honestly, anybody that's a seller out there right now that's stuck with plastic and you can't move it, you need to trade. You need to
Trade for some
trade.
raw comics.
Essentially, yeah. Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah. You need to trade for raw inventory. You need to trade with somebody who has more raws than they want, and they want a slab book.
What's up, Cameron? Welcome,
Believe it or
welcome.
not, it does exist.
So on to next. I don't know. Were you a fan of Ben 10?
Ben 10, what's that?
It was a cartoon. It was a cartoon. There's people younger than us used to watch,
Ben,
especially.
let me
It,
see.
it was essentially a band that could give him different alien powers, things of that nature. It was a
No,
cartoon.
I'm looking at it right now. I can't say I've ever watched this.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty big phenomenon, and they were developing it for live action. See, Cameron's with me there. Ben 10 was great. Mighty Mike, I watched it. Okay, so yes. All
That's
right.
good.
So okay, we got a lot of people. Phil's Phil older than you, and I watched it, Legion of Paper said. So, okay. So being that of the case, I'm not the weirdo that just was the only one in here that watched Ben 10.
There you are.
But
There you
they
are.
were developing it for live action with Warner Brothers, but it's officially been killed. That sucks. It would have been cool. Would have been cool, but that's
It
some bad
looks like
news.
it would have been cool.
That's some bad news. And speaking of bad news too, last week, I mean, Borderlands, did you see that abysmal bad boy just bomb?
Yeah, I
That was
heard about
that
that. I didn't
was
watch it.
I
But
heard I heard
saw
it made
that.
Madam Web look good. I heard
That's
I
so
heard
sad.
it made I heard that it made Madam Web look good. And I heard that not just from one person, I heard that from multiple people.
Now I want to see it.
Well, yeah, but I'm waiting for it to come out on a streaming service. I'm just not willing to pay money to go see it yet. Like, just let it come out on something I'm already paying for. So it's kind of like a throw. That's what I did with Madam Web. I didn't go watch it. I waited it for it to come out on streaming. I think it was on Netflix, and I watched it the day
Yeah,
it came
The
out.
Crow is another one that I heard just tanked like
Yes.
never before.
But I mean, honestly,
that sucks.
Was The Crow really a great movie, or did it just have an epic soundtrack and Brandon Lee died in it, which brought it a lot of attention? Was
Probably
The Crow
both.
a truly great piece of cinema?
I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm being honest.
I don't
I'm
know.
being
I
totally
gotta
honest,
go back.
bro.
I gotta go back and watch it now and think. I don't know.
I mean, I'm being totally
I mean,
honest.
by today's standards, it's probably not
well
that good.
But we just had Madam Web. We've had worse superhero things. Don't get me wrong. It's a cult classic. Love the first one. Bite your tongue. It was great. Okay, man. All right. Stan, I apologize for the hot take, man. But
Beetlejuice 2's got some pretty good reviews on it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just asking a question. So,
by the way, did you see that yet?
What?
Beetlejuice 2?
No, I didn't.
I'm going tomorrow to see it.
I heard it was good. I've heard from a lot of people.
I mean, right now it's got a 77% Rotten Tomato score.
Yeah, I've heard
that's not bad for a sequel.
Good. Yeah, I've heard from many people it was a good movie. Many people.
Which, by the way, I think we have our top 5.
You have your top 5.
What do you have? Top 10? Little fucker.
I got like a top 20, pal. I went deep.
I had to really think about this. I'm like, it truly had to be better than number 1 and 3. Okay.
All right, I'll give you.
Like, it was tough, bro.
We'll just do the top 5, and then I'll give you my 6 through 10 and honorable mention stuff. Okay, and you could be like, oh, you know, I forgot about that one. Does that sound good? All right. At number 5, what have you got for number 5?
I don't know. I sent it to you. What are you putting up?
Oh my God! You didn't put it in order.
No, you can pick it.
All right. Number
really,
5, I have Aliens.
Any order.
Number 5. Aliens.
Aliens number 5. Aliens 2.
Follow up to Alien. Yep.
Aliens. So guys, in case you're wondering what we're talking about, last week we got like a nice civil conversation on sequels that are better than number 1 and 3, right? So it had to be number 2 in a sequel movie that's better than number 1 and 3. Guys, this is tough.
A tie or better, in my opinion.
That's tough though, bro. If you really think about it, it's like there's not many franchises number 2 is the best one. No. Because usually it's the worst.
Usually.
All right, so Phil's going with Aliens.
All right, so what have you got for number 5, Theo?
Mine's definitely going to be probably going to have to go with Matrix 2.
Matrix 2.
Yeah.
Man, that didn't even make it in my top 20.
Yeah, for me it's Matrix 2.
All
I
right.
wanted to say Matrix 1 for the longest time, but I kept rethinking in my head which one I'd want to watch all the time. And
Mhm.
it's definitely number 2. There's just too many great fight scenes and everything else is just great.
So for number 4 for me, again, sequels, tremendously better than the originals or on par. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Arguably quite possibly the best Star Trek movie there was. That to me is my number 4. And again, I'm not going on like cinematography or I'm looking at like rewatchability, like Phil's favorite movies that if it comes on TV right now, Phil can sit down and watch it. So I've got
Cameron, that's what I'm saying. The fight scenes in 2 and the speed of it and the fact that Neo is truly like kind of in his prime in that one is just like nobody could touch him, bro. Nobody landed it. I swear that dude didn't even drip a thick of blood in that movie. Maybe one time in the fight scene when like he dripped in, he's like, "Look, see, he's a man. You can kill him," and they just all get obliterated.
See, to me, The Matrix was a movie that should have stayed a single movie. There should have never been a sequel. There never should have been a third, or God help us on the fourth, let alone now
No
a
fourth,
fifth.
no fourth, no fourth,
I'm
no
just saying,
fifth,
like,
no
there never
fifth.
should have been any other Matrix movies other than the first one. It was perfect. It was a perfect movie.
It was pretty
Everything
perfect.
after that was a cash grab, in my opinion. It was a perfect movie.
All right,
Matrix
so
was a
4 for
perfect movie.
me is we're going to give it to The Dark Knight Rises.
Number 4. Okay, all right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Which
All
I
right.
think it's better than Batman Begins and
Yes.
the third one. What's the third one?
Oh, The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, that's
No.
Rises. What's the second one? Oh, Dark Knight. Sorry.
Yeah,
Second
The
one,
Dark
Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dark Knight would be mine for that.
Underworld Evolution.
I
Hell yeah, dude. I
dig that. I love the Underworld series.
I just love Kate Beckinsale. She could do anything she wanted to, and I'd watch that movie.
Oh gosh, this guy.
Oh, whatever. Don't even give me that crap. Like you'd just be like, oh, I'm never going to see that movie. Please. Please.
Hey,
Please.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, no, your wife's there. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I think that is by far. I think the Captain America.
That's mine too, by the way. So we can have a tie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I think because I think the Captain America trilogy is the best Marvel trilogy. Period.
It wasn't necessarily number 3, but it was just on my list. So I'm not gonna say it again.
Okay, well, we'll tie it at number 3 then. We'll tie it at number 3.
Yeah, which I do think Civil War is a close one, and Captain America 1 always has a special place in my heart. But
well, that's because I think it was the best trilogy. Period.
Winter Soldier is the one that everyone's like, "Is this movie like Winter Soldier?" Dude, this movie looks like Winter Soldier. Dude, did you see this TV show? It looks like Winter Soldier. That's like the bar, bro.
Yep.
The bar is Winter Soldier.
Yeah, but that's
like every time.
Great.
Every time you hear something, you're like, dude, this might be like Winter Soldier.
Yep. Oh, Raiders, that is a great call, Mighty Mike. I do agree with that one. Yeah, that is a great one, but it's not on my it's not on my list.
Civil War is goated. Civil War is goated.
All right, what's your number 2 then?
Number 2. It's gonna be X-Men 2, actually. X-Men 2.
X-Men 2.
Yeah, X-Men 2. I'm going a little old school, going a little unorthodox. I don't really kind of consider the Outside series, like the newer stuff, like with the newer castings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the new Phoenix, the new the Days of Future, all that to be in like the same
First
X-Men.
class universe.
I'm kind of the first class. I'm kind of talking about X-Men 1, 2, and 3. That's
X3,
just those first 3, and I'm going with X-Men 2 all day.
Days of Future Past was the only one that really crossed over well.
Kind of, but I still kind of consider it like a outside of that initial 3 X-Men movies.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Yeah, see, Cameron knows. Yeah.
I say Terminator 2 is my number 2 best sequel.
And see, I have that on my list, so we have to tie. Now X2 is number 1. Son of a. But see, we have good taste. See that?
We have good taste. Terminator 2 was so much better than the first Terminator movie. I mean, it wasn't not that Terminator 1 was bad. It wasn't bad, but the effects were mind-bogglingly advanced for the time. I mean, a liquid metal
Oh,
Terminator.
Arnold was a little bit more seasoned at that time too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like we had just gotten exposed to him, I think, in Terminator. He was in a few other movies, but not too big. And I think after Terminator, right, it was like Predator and all these other movies he was in. And then he was in T2, and you're like, dude, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this movie.
It is. It is. T2 has to be in everyone's top 5. And it is definitely, it's my number 2, but it's Theo's number 1. Theo's number 1.
I was gonna give it number 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was my number 1. He put it number 2, so I gotta tie him. So
yeah,
I'll bump X2 up.
For me,
T2 is good though.
My number 1 sequel, and it's not the hottest of takes, and anybody who knows me probably figures I would say this, but Empire Strikes Back is my number 1 sequel. That is
that's a good one.
That's my
honestly T2 Empire, flip a coin. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, they're great movies. Both great movies.
1 and 2 all day. Yeah, honestly, it's 1A and 1B really.
So Theo and I kind of took this assignment to find a bunch, and I had randomly written down about 15 movies that I could think of offhand. And
I can give some honorable mentions that I have too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and these are going to probably be honorable mentions for you too. So when I say it, if you're like, yes, feel free. Okay. But my number 6 was Spider-Man 2. Come on. Tobey Maguire, Doc Ock.
Okay, I could give that one a pass. I could give that one.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, I could go with that.
That was pretty dope. Then I have a number 7, The Dark Knight, which was already there.
Oh.
Now number 8 actually is probably the best sequel to an original that was just like a banger for a banger that I have seen in modern memory. Top Gun Maverick. That was...
Well, that's only a 2-part movie though.
Well, so far it's a sequel. It's a fucking sequel. Who cares?
I thought we're doing 3 pieces.
We're not doing, dude, it's a sequel.
It has to be a 3-piece.
The rule's a sequel.
It has to be a 3-piece or more.
Does
no.
Not.
No, it does.
It totally does not.
It totally does not. It totally does.
It totally does not. At any rate, that's a great movie. Evil Dead 2. That's a fantastic movie.
Okay.
Venom 2.
I might have to go with like a Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, I might have to go with like a Lethal Weapon 2 there.
Yeah. Toy Story 2.
I'd almost say Kill Bill Volume 2, but Kill Bill 1 was just good.
Kill Bill 1 was still...
It was just so good, dude.
Yeah. Kill Bill Volume 2 just kind of felt like...
2 was great.
We had to end it. Because Kill Bill
1 skipped to like the Japanese anime part where like the dude was like a sniper. It was just...
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched Kill Bill...
It's slick. Sequels, yeah. So Evil Dead 2, Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2 is good. How about Kung Fu Panda 2?
That was good. I don't know if it was better than the first one though.
I gotta rewatch. Now I'm gonna rewatch it with my kid.
Okay, I don't think it was better than that's for me, but it was good. It was hella good. Now Despicable Me 2 was better than the first one, 100%. That was fantastic. Lethal Weapon 2 slaps. Back to
Lethal Weapon 2 does slap. Lethal Weapon 2 does slap.
The Kill Bill Volume 2, yeah, the Superman monologue is pretty dope. It is. Dawn of the Dead was on my list. That's a great movie. And Paddington 2, which is one of the greatest films of all time. Incredible weight of a... So that's a banger. Quite possibly the best trilogy ever made in film, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Two Towers was fantastic. It wasn't better than the first one, but it was just so damn good. It didn't let down for me. So I had to keep
one was great. Third one was great.
Yeah. Back to the Future too. Yeah, that was a good one. It wasn't my favorite though. I do like I can't say Back to the Future 2 was better than the first one for me. I didn't like them going into the future. The whole Biff
They
thing.
actually went to the future.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like the whole Biff thing in the future and them trying to fix themselves. I didn't have as much fun with that one.
Right. Well, it's kind of like you knew what was going to happen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2. That was hilarious. Actually, I know my daughter just watched that for the first time the other night. I'm glad I wasn't there. I was afraid I'd have to explain too many things. So I'm glad it was something I'm glad it was something I wasn't there for. Yeah. Batman Returns.
But
That was
Harry Potter 2 is pretty good compared to the first one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean they were all good, but
What
yes,
was
that
that
was
Prisoner of
definitely
Azkaban, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that was a good one. That was a
Yeah,
good one.
see, that actually was one of the better ones in the franchise.
American Pie 2 is not better than American Pie 1.
Oh my God, who said that? Banned.
That's real shit.
What? What?
Everybody keeps on bringing back to Lethal Weapon 2 though. Lethal Weapon 2 was better.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I almost had it in my top 5.
Yeah, I would definitely say there.
I
Are you
love
watching
all
Rings
the
of Power now?
love all the Lethal Weapon movies though. That's a great trilogy. Or I don't even, it's more than a trilogy. There's like 5 of them.
Actually, yeah, Chamber of Secrets is the sequel. Prisoner of Azkaban is 3.
Oh,
Chamber of
is it?
Secrets
Okay,
is 2.
Chamber of Secrets is 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prisoner
Still,
of Azkaban is better. It was
still
still
a great
good.
one. Yeah.
It was still good, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Badass. Godfather 2. That's
Godfather
on some
2
lists.
is pretty freaking good.
That's goated. That's 100% a goated movie. That is 100%. Oh my God, yes, Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 is hella better than the first Gremlins movie.
Oh, way better.
How did we miss that one? Real
That's a
shit. Round of
classic.
applause for my
How
man.
about Jaws 2?
Oh, Jaws 2 was not better than Jaws 1.
Okay.
I
just had to throw it
hold
out
on,
there.
chat. I'm canceling this man right now. He's gone. He's not even here anymore. You take that shit outside, mister. Jaws 2.
I had to trigger somebody.
God damn it. Mad Max 2 is better than Mad Max. Fury Road.
Get the high ground. Get over to the
Versus Furiosa. You mean like that kind of Mad Max 1, Mad Max 2? Or are we going back to Mel Gibson Mad Max movies? Because we're going back to the Mel, I could say that. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was necessarily. I don't think Furiosa was better.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Actually, I might have to say the second one was probably better than the first because I used to watch that thing like maybe once a day for like a whole year, and that's the second Never Ending Story.
What?
Oh yeah,
they made a second one.
Mm-hmm.
Was it really
good? Maybe it's not the second one. Maybe it is the first one. Maybe I'm confusing that with a different movie. Actually,
the first one. I mean, maybe they made one. I don't know.
Oh no, I thought wasn't there a part 1 and part 2? Now I gotta look it up.
I don't know if there was a part 1, part 2. But I know they definitely made the first one, but I don't remember ever seeing.
Which, by the way, I think rumor has it they might be making another one.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Honestly, they probably should.
Yes, Theo is showing his age watching the sequel to the movie that we've never even knew that got made. Like, what the fuck?
Oh no, it's just one. My bad, just one.
All right. Well,
there should be 2.
Neverending Story was good, but I
might give Tron 2 a notch over Tron 1.
Yeah, there was a second Neverending Story, and it was horrible. Legion of Abrams.
I'm definitely thinking of a different one.
But yeah, no, Tron 2 was good. Tron 2 was good. It was.
Well, number 1 just had such bad graphics.
Well, back for the time though, it wasn't out of the realm of interest for even kids our age, right? You know, it wasn't that bad. Although I am interested to see
Tron
for Ares.
Time, it was great.
Have you heard about Tron Ares coming?
I heard that it's coming. I don't know when.
Well, it's finished. Photography is finished. They're getting ready for. I think
it's 2025.
Yeah, it's coming beginning of next year. Essentially, Tron.
Wow, it's got Jared Leto in it.
Yeah, the Tron world begins to leak into the real world, right? So now they can cross into our world, and this is what happens when you get like the bikes and the parts and pieces of the things the Tron universe coming into the real one.
Oh, Jeff Bridges is in this one.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. The 9 Inch Nails soundtrack too. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. Yeah. Last one was all what's her name? You love him.
All Daft Punk.
Daft Punk, and this one's all Nine Inch Nails for this one.
Ugh, fuck.
You don't like Nine Inch Nails?
I mean, I do. I don't like them better than Daft Punk.
Well, yeah, but they can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. They gotta get different ones.
I get that.
Glad we
Sucks they broke up too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Predator 2 is better than the original Predator.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
that's an instant ban.
Uh-oh.
Who said that?
Uh-oh.
Brian?
Beyond
Brian,
Wednesdays.
Brian, you're lucky. I think you're kidding.
Brian's really trying to start a drama.
Oh God, no way.
On our little quiet show. We try to have a peaceful time, Brian. We try to be good guys. And here you come into our chat talking shit.
Hey, put a link. Get this guy on here so we can boo this man.
Just because you come on our show a bunch doesn't mean you can come in here with that kind of bullshit. Pal.
Hey, Danny Glover was a badass. I'll give you that.
He was. No, I enjoyed both the Predator Predator 2 with the first rated R
But no,
movie I saw in
Predator
a movie theater.
2, no way better than Predator 1. Predator 1's cast alone was just all-star, you know?
Oh no, it was great. It was great. That's just wrong.
It's like Rocky 2 is better than Rocky 1. Let's go
Danny
there.
Glover is a badass. I do. Nine Inch Nails did the Social Network soundtrack and won an Oscar for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you, Nine Inch Nails.
I enjoyed both movies. I can't say I enjoyed it more than the first Predator, but seeing Bill Paxton die at the hands of a predator in the hands of an alien, I thought was pretty fucking cool. And he died both in their sequels.
I could give Home Alone 2 a nudge.
And Bill Paxton died in Predator 2. So technically, that's really where the entire Predator versus Alien universe actually intersects, is with the deaths of Bill Paxton. I'm calling it right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I give Home Alone 2 a nudge over Home Alone 1. I think I could.
Is that the one where he's in New York?
Yeah. I like that one. Actually, I like, if I had to pick one to rewatch, I would rewatch number 2. It feels more Christmas to me because it's in New York. I don't know.
That's because you lived in New York, dude.
And he's a little bit older. He's got the cooler toy. That's the one where he's got the recordable Walkman and stuff. You know, like that was my toy, bro.
It's the Talk Boy. You're just
that was my toy as a kid. Do you know how much that thing goes for still sealed in a box right now?
Bro, I can tell you right now, there's not a single Christmas network that is skipping showing Home Alone over Home Alone 2.
I bet you they show them both because it's like you have to, right? It's like Swiss cheese. It's like Swiss cheese and ham, bro. You need them both.
You can't do one without the other.
Home Alone 3. All right, now we're pushing it, Derek. Now we're pushing it.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, everybody. Now we're trying to get cancels. Home Alone 3 was the best. And there comes the band hammer for Derek. I mean,
at least Home Alone 2, we can have a conversation.
The whole like pigeon lady and everything else just felt like,
oh, it's better than the dude with the shovel, huh? And the salt.
That to me seems legit. Kids and parents. Don't you ever have a conversation with your parents once in a while where you're just like, we are not going to talk for a little while, okay? Like, I'm not done with you, but we ain't speaking for a minute. I've seen it firsthand. I'm not saying I've experienced it. I'm saying I've seen it. I'm not saying I know, but I'm saying I understand. So
it's funny though. Most of the number ones, ironically, are like the best.
What?
Just in movies in general. Most of the time, it's number one.
Usually,
yeah.
Usually, but there's so many. Honestly, what we should look up is the worst sequels of all time. Well, then again, there's so many. There's probably so many.
There's so many bad ones, dude.
There's so many that went straight to video and stuff. Like Best of the Best 2, and actually, yeah, no, Best of the Best 2. That was pretty rough. Anybody ever see that? Best of the Best 1 versus Best of the Best 2. That was rough. Troll 2, yeah, that was good.
What about Karate Kid 2?
It wasn't better than Karate Kid. It was good in its own
Yeah,
right.
I guess,
but it wasn't better.
It was pretty freaking good though.
Babe Pig in the City is
the which is the one where he goes to Tokyo, or which is the one where he goes to Japan?
That's
That
that's
three?
Karate Kid 2. Yeah.
It's Karate Kid too.
Goes to,
Ooh,
I think it goes to
dude,
Okinawa.
that's a good one, dude.
It is good. It is good. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know if it's better
You're
than
right. It's
Karate
not better than the
Kid.
first. The first one's got that vibe, you know, that it's a
Yeah.
cool summer.
And
You
it's
know what
got
I
the
mean?
wax on, the wax off, the china, the
It's got the
denim,
yellow.
everything
It's got the
else.
yellow Bel Air coupe, you know. Yeah. God.
Troll 2 from the 1980s. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
TMNT 2? Okay, that's just wrong.
Oh, God.
Fellow Chucker, huh?
Three Ninjas.
That
God, I do remember that.
was a
That's
great
been a
movie,
minute.
dude.
That's
Oh
been a
gosh,
minute.
my kids have never seen that.
What?
Well, it's not like you go out of your way to show the kids nowadays Three Ninjas. Stop it. What the fuck are you talking about? This guy's like, what? How could you do that? Like, bro, what the fuck is where is this available?
Dude, I thought we were still talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I didn't know we were talking about Three Ninjas.
No, I'm talking about Three Ninjas.
I thought we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's why I was like, what? You haven't shown your kids Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, of course
And
I
then,
am.
then you said Three Ninjas,
But
and
not
yes,
always
I
gonna
had to
fucking
laugh.
show Three Ninjas around.
Oh my God, yes, I had to laugh because I
That's so-
died. I died.
That's
there.
so
I died
random
there.
and niche, dude. That's like
Oh God.
they're
Oh, yeah, Crow 2
yeah.
exists.
I'm blessed they've seen the Rescuers Down Under over here. You know what I mean? Like,
Blade 2 was not great.
which that was better than the first one.
Blade 2 is better than Blade 1?
No. The Rescuers Down Under.
Oh yeah, Rescuers Down Under was fantastic.
Number 2 was better than number 1.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
die on that hill
Dude,
with
that's
you,
one of my
dude.
kids' favorite movies, by the way.
I will die on that hill with you. 100%.
Yeah, Rescuers Down
That
Under.
was-
That's what's up right there, guys.
That was a banger. 100%.
If you guys grew up with Disney, you know that's where it's at.
Incredibles 2 was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But I don't know if it was better than Incredibles 1.
I don't think it was. I don't know.
Well, you just said so you must know.
Incredibles 2. I mean, I still like Incredibles 1 better.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 100%. Oh God. Yeah, Universal Soldier 2. Vinlar, you're on band too, pal. You're on band too. You're on band too. Incredibles is peak Pixar. 2 is meh. I'll agree. And I will take Inside Out 2. That was fantastic. Inside Out 2 was really good. I enjoyed that. I had a fun time there. Herbie the Love Bug. That's not entirely wrong, Mighty Mike. But I think you guys are just searching now. You guys are really trying.
You guys
hard
are
now.
reaching.
You guys
Yeah,
are
you guys
reaching
are
now.
You guys are definitely reaching and tugging at our heart right now. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying way too hard now. We're trying way too hard. Titanic 2, Return of the Floating Door. All right, man,
we should actually do one day are movies that never got a sequel that should have.
I do have a personal list of that.
I do
Yeah,
too.
100%.
I did too. I got a couple, that are just like oof.
Movies that deserved a sequel. And honestly, up until maybe soon, unless something happens, but I did have Constantine on that list. And technically it should still be on there because it doesn't actually have the sequel yet. So, old boy. Toy Story 2 was on my list, Igor. I already got it.
Yeah, Toy Story 2. Top Gun actually fell out Top Gun on there too.
Yep. Flight of the Navigator totally deserved a sequel. 100%. I would agree with that. Flight of the Navigator was a good movie. Did your kids see that, Theo? That's an old one.
When did that come out?
Oh man, that was back in like the 80s. Remember it's that kid who ends up like getting some kind of connection with a space ship, and he's gotta save the spaceship. It's actually voiced by Pee Wee Herman. It's actually a really good movie.
Interesting. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think
it was when I was a kid. It was when I was a kid. D2, Mighty Ducks 2. You guys are all fired.
D2 is pretty good.
No, that's what, but it wasn't better than D1.
No.
Yeah, White Man Can't Jump did have a sequel, and it was terrible. Yeah,
that does not count. Sequels only count if it's the original actors.
Yeah, I said Shrek 2 as well. Yeah.
Pulp Fiction's on that list for me.
Pulp Fiction should be there. Yes.
that didn't have a sequel. Oh my god.
I think The
Re-
Usual Suspect.
Reservoir Dogs. Honestly, I think it's every Quentin Tarantino film.
I think Usual Suspects should be on
I
there.
think every Quentin Tarantino film probably should have a sequel.
Probably, but some of them are like
There's
Pulp
a
Fiction's
couple
collection
that
of short stories already,
there's
right?
a couple that were good, like From Dusk Till Dawn. That was a good one shot. It's like a vampire.
Well, they did
movie.
make From Dusk Till Dawn too. That
Okay,
happened.
I like I said, it should have been a one shot. That's
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I missed that premise. I'm like,
That's pretty
they didn't
bad.
make a sequel of that.
Yeah, was that directed by him though?
No, I think
See,
that was
I think
Robert
that's-
Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, well, they did it as a collab.
Was George Clooney in that one?
I don't think anybody of the same.
See,
people
man,
did
that just does not count. That's
I think it was kind of like a prequel or something.
yeah,
like that.
that's a no. That's a no bueno, bro. That does not count as a sequel.
Yeah,
the
Usual
Django would
Suspects.
have been
Thank you,
sick,
Igor.
right? Dude, I think almost every one of his movies would have been sick as a sequel.
The Django would have a decent sequel. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, it wasn't a Tarantino film. He was in it. From Dusk Till Dawn, he was in it.
I'm pretty sure he had some creative say in that movie.
Yeah, but it was Rodriguez film.
I mean,
it was
okay,
just
but
Quentin Tarantino was just in it. So, yeah, we already said that. Sorry, Vin, you were late.
They're
You were
late, but
late. This is what happens, man. You don't show up on when Phil and Theo start early for a change. This is what happens. The foot scene, yes. Yeah, there's a few different other movies that I think would have been fantastic to get a sequel that unfortunately did not. But on that note, maybe that's something we should talk about next week. Let's talk about that next week. Next week's homework assignment. Sound good?
I'm down. Let's do it. By
All
the way,
right.
guys, we had our first sale with Darren Fantastic this past Friday. It's a pretty decent sale. Made a few sales, so we appreciate you guys.
Uh-huh.
Please check out that replay. If you guys saw something that you liked, hit up me or Phil. We can help you out.
And we do appreciate you guys coming out. We realized after the episode that there's still a lot of things to do at Fantast from an organizational standpoint. So we're going to take a short hiatus as we kind of figure out what we're going to do going forward. So there won't be any sale this week. We'll let you guys know when everything's set, but there's going to be a lot of content coming from Fantast. So do check out the Fantast actual YouTube channel. I'll be posting some content there over the next coming weeks. And most of it's going to be addressing, the road until now. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So it's going to have a lot. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming with Fantast. So don't worry about that. The question is just how much more stuff can we get ready properly for it? So yeah. Once Upon a Time sequel would be good. Let's get a few more things in here. All right. Missed the fan. Yep. Probably missed, but how'd the wedding go, Theo? Theo had a great time.
Well, we went over it earlier, but yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay, good. The video looked great. We appreciate it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you stopping out. We appreciate your time. And remember to tell your mom we said hello.
Just him, not me. All right. I don't approve of this mess.
Theo doesn't care about your mom. He doesn't want you to say hello. I just want you to call your mom.
Sum us up, guys. Sum us up.
Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much.
See you
Peace.
guys.